Media tends to sensationalize the profession, but what is it really like to do the job of a firefighter? To find out, we enlisted for one day of duty with the Prince Albert Fire Department. Fire Chief Jason Everett helps us suit up. Fire retardant clothes, steel-toed boots, and hard hats.
Command 21's on the air to 1300 block 7th Street East. Be aware we're going to be doing some training, and we'll be doing some possibly rig training as well.
We climb aboard the ladder truck that takes us to the training house.
You're running into trouble. The biggest thing is to put your hand up like that. At that point, the scenario stops and we address what the problem is.
It's really brief.
Breathing apparatuses are essential for smoke and fire. Each 40-pound tank lasts only 6 to 12 minutes depending on fire conditions and how fast you breathe.
Checklist is done. I've handed my air check.
That means minutes count in search and rescue for the victim and the firemen.
Not all searches that we do involve smoke, but some of them obviously do, and we have to be able to work without that sense of sight. And that's what it does. To do a search, and you've seen that when we did the search without the smoke compared to the search with the smoke, it was night and day difference, correct? So yeah, it takes that element of sight away, which really you got to rely on your other senses so much more, your hearing, your touch, and that's why it's so important that throughout that scenario on a right-hand search, we talk specifically of what we were feeling, where we were. You know, I know one of the girls yelled out, "I got a stove." You know, I feel a stove. That's a big key indicator to everybody else in the group of where we might be in that search with a loss of sight.
You can't see anything in front of you. You can reach out and you're just knowing by touch that your partner's right there.
Guiding me out?
Yeah.
Let's go. And that's our way out.
The team stays in contact within reaching distance of each other and must exit together. The best fire protection for homes is working smoke detectors and sprinkler systems. Emergency preparedness for a family should include an escape plan and tools like a rope ladder to help get out safe. With heavy equipment to carry like hoses, hot clothing, and a breathing mask, firefighting is a physically demanding job. But it also requires a calm mental presence.
Yes, I knew it was going to be a lot of work. Mentally, no. I think we don't put that mental aspect into it as much. But I would say it's actually very, very mentally challenging, that you're pushing yourself every day to be something better. Just to get over that initial fear is sometimes a little harder on some days than is other days, but it's just that whole turning your mindset. No, you need to be in the right mindset to get yourself through there, because there's could be people on the other side that you need to go and rescue. And this is bigger than me, this is bigger than us, and we're trained and we are there for people when they need us.
On average, the fire department can deal with 1 to 12 calls a day. While training, one came in and the team had to stop to respond.
To happen a lot. We get involved in a training scenario and it takes some time to get set up. You have your masks on, and like you've seen with your own eyes, we were inside doing a training evolution of a rescue and the alarm bells rang. So we had a response, which was not too far from here, for alarms ringing. So.
There's also a number of different emergencies firefighters respond to.
Besides our call volume, as in emergency calls, which would be not only just fire, it could be a hazardous material, a high angle, a water rescue in the winter, ice rescue. And you know, we are the default organization that responds to incidences. If you know, on any given day, you know, the bell could ring and we could be going to a tornado, for instance, right? We do re-inspections or mercantile inspections on the prevention side, public education, school programs, and training.
And sometimes things can go wrong, even in training. Luckily, this was a planned scenario. It might be all in a day's work for these men and women, but for most, this job would be a challenge. It certainly gives you a new appreciation for your local fire department. For Go, I'm Lisa Rism.